If you just won $30 million and you mom's eye costs $29 million, what you doing? Buying here a Lamborghini and an eye patch. Let's ride Nick Fury. Being a high school teacher in your 20s. We found your OnlyFans. Your Slex life is now called The Last Thing You Watched. What's its title? The Boys. There's probably a guy out there that thinks he has a strong pull-out game when in reality, he is not capable of making children. I have a friend who until their significant other had a kid claimed a 100% successful pull-out. Nearly 2 years later he was in my kitchen crying cause he found out the child wasn't his. After a few minutes of comforting he began laughing and kinda shouted all at once that he still had the perfect pull-out record. I think we should have glow stick juice injected in our bones when we are born, so if we break in there's a fun little surprise. What's the surprise? Blood poisoning. Never in my life heard a story about a hamster dying peacefully. It's always some crazy shit. My sister ate mine. Oh, I have all my lingers. This is one of those few games that actually gets easier the more times you screw up. Embarrassed because I'm walking down the sidewalk and a rat is just like walking next to me and it looks like we're together. Did you consider that maybe that rat is embarrassed too? Pick any movie with no nudity. Now at nudity, what movie do you pick? Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Come on. I too wish to see that rabbit stuck. He's literally bathing in his own blood. What is your sink you wish you didn't have? Probably my praise sink. When someone praises me, not even sincerely, I get hard. And my girlfriend can just control me so easily. Good job on those spreadsheets, Steve. Dunner intensifies. Who's grandma's sweetest boy? Oh my. Tips for Dora at non-binary cutie feedy. I rather be called a slur. If your battery percentage at the moment is your soulmate's age, then what do you get? Comment below. I wish my phone would die right now. Don't be fooled. Honeyness is a trick the unborn play on you to get made. They didn't think they'd end up on the Sonic figurine, did they? TLDR. My dog ate a used condo and almost gave me a heart attack. I think your worst nightmares coming true would have been your mom finding the used condo in your dog's peep, then starting to interrogate you about whether or not you had decided to relieve your urges on the poor dog. Oh god, my mind didn't go that far. I just watched a woman drink laundry detergent at Walmart, bottle to mouth, in the aisle. I said nothing, but when we made eye contact she just gasped and was like, I'm gonna buy it. Bro, I'm not worried about you buying it, what the duck are you doing? She just recharging herself. Where did little Jimmy go after getting lost in a minefield? That's really dark, mate. Yeah, but it got really bright for half a second. Let's say I got mine up stuck in a ketchup bottle, which I didn't. How would I get it out? Wait till it's soft and pull it out, LMAO. It's cutting off the blood flow and it won't get soft. Not that I did that. Russian mother of 11. Addicted to motherhood. Vows to have 105 kids. They want more and would nurture them with the best possible care. Kristina Ozturk, 23, and her 56-year-old husband Galip Ozturk say that they want to make history by having 105 kids. Have to replace the losses in Ukraine somehow. Now spawning wave 28 inches. Me after touching grass. I had an allergic shock and the hospital was out of beds. Why are there 5 ejections? Naruto Chinese's censorship is wild. Itachi. Come at me bro. Sasuke. And I took that literally. I wish someone would beat Putin to death with a rusty crowbar on live television. Granted, that person is you, and you have been sentenced to death by the Russian Federation. I'm fine with that. One day, someone will think about you for the last time in eternity. You will be forgotten by the world and the universe. Not if I eat the Mona Lisa. You have to teach Call of Duty to a random person without a computer for $1 million. How will you teach him? Pack your bags buddy, we are going to Ukraine. Twitter is objectively the worst site on the internet. Why are you on it then? BDMS furry pun. What the duck? First day of friendship. 90th day of friendship. First you get gum. Then you get cram. Sour. Sweet. Gone. If Mythbusters had a NSW episode, what would you want to see on it? Does pineapple make your cram taste better? For sure. I normally mix 2 parts pineapple juice for each part cram in the cup. Civilians should not be targeted for any reason. It's not a war crime. It's denying the enemy potential recruits. Mommy. Milky warm and tasty. Mommy feed me wees be hasty. I want milk from mommies adus. I want mommies and no others. Give it now. Give me milky human cow. If you don't I scream and shout. Whine. Bro, this isn't even a bruh moment anymore. What the actual duck is wrong with you? Lesbians to the rescue. A guy who lives on my street rang my doorbell and said, "Are you the lesbian who saves the cats?" And I said, "Yes, that's exactly who I am. Let me get my coat. She really likes catty." Me in real life. Congrats, you're born. Cool. Enjoy your free trial. What? It costs money to be alive. It's a scam, out me back. You can cancel your subscription at any time. I grew up poor. My aunt once left her toothpaste at our house after staying one time. Me and my siblings ate it like it was candy in little bits over a few weeks. This is so casually sad that it just breaks my heart. Let me buy you all the toothpaste you could ever eat. OnlyFans content creators. What advice would you give to a newbie? Bet whole pics. I'm Joe Biden and I approve this message. Scientists discovered a new molecule that kills even the deadliest cancer. Killing cancer is easy. Not killing the patient is the hard part. You meet an exact carbon copy of yourself. Personality is the exact same. Only difference is it's the opposite sex. What's the first thing you do? Was always told to go duck myself so. Your employee just slapped me, called me a bottom, and refused to give me my change KFC. Oh, so you like the meal. A local fisherman in Costa Rica nursed a crocodile back to health after it had been shot in the head and released the reptile back to its home. The next day, the man discovered Pocho had followed him home and was sleeping on the man's porch. For 20 years Pocho became part of the man's family. What happens when one dies first? Does the survivor get to eat the other one? That's the agreement my fiance and I have. A Michigan man is in critical condition after losing both his arms in a house explosion. Dozens of firearms, loaded AR-style magazines, small explosive devices and thousands of rounds of ammunition were found inside. His right to bear arms just got seriously infringed. Amazing. He still refuses to break character after all this time. The dedication. Pixar's Lightyear banned in Saudi Arabia over same-sex kiss. Weird they oppose a same-sex kiss in a movie, since according to Pornhub Saudi Arabia's most searched porn is lesbian porn. When the pronoun police come for 8th graders. Opinion: when the pronoun police come for 8th graders, at least the pronoun police will go into a classroom. The Rock and Tom Holland have both stated that they want to play James Bond in the future. Who would you choose for the role? Instead of them being James Bond, they should make a movie where The Rock and Tom Holland make love. What's your ultimate sensual fantasy? A witch needs cram for a spell or something. So she kidnaps me and takes me her lair where she just rides me constantly to get my cram. Eventually it's not just about the spell anymore and she just rides me because she like it. Semen stealing, which is always with the semen stealing. Sounds like a senseless grind. A Joe-ish girl asked for my number. I told her we use names now. She was probably gassed to hear that. We are proud to announce that everyone now gets 280 characters per tweet. Except real Donald Trump. He only gets 1. Nice update. Hey step bro, I got my head stuck in the microwave again. Turns on microwave. Train your boys to be men before our enemies train to be women. Congratulations. You won the Oscar for Best Homophobe 2022. Oscars are for actors. I'm not acting. I just put my mama in a Bentley. Nice. I put mine in a state of consent worry for my well-being. I put mine in a home. Done with her nonsense. Anchor your cabinets, folks. That's why IKEA stuff comes with extra screws and fittings now. Oh, so that is what the extra screws are for. I thought they were a free snack to eat while assembling the furniture. Who needs a bumper sticker saying there is a kid on board when you can have the real thing? Honk if the kid is missing. What has been the most obvious sign that a girl was into you romantically or sensually that you've missed? A girl in my French class tells me I'm really smart and we should get together to study French. She gives me her number. I never call her because I already had an and didn't need any help. Apparently I'm not as smart as she thought. I'm giving away free shoes. Send feet pics so I can measure your size. Guys, it was a joke, please stop DMing me. I once playing a game and my sister walked in. I had imprisoned an adulterous mare and was planning to ransom her after her pregnancy was finished so I could also ransom her kid. She had a stillborn, sadly. I quickly said, oh good. She's no longer pregnant. I can sell her now. My sister still hasn't forgotten. Would you rather kill 5 or 6 people? What should the man in blue do? Is there a way to kill the blue guy too? What's heavier? A ton of bricks or a ton of feathers? A ton of feathers. Because you also have to carry the weight of what you did to those poor birds. That's what the bricks were for. This is beautiful, I'm dying. That's what she said. Attention. Soft and little pumps. I sweat everywhere. Bro, even the hand sanitizer gets more action than me. BMW. Why won't my car go straight? I just realized what he does every morning. My partner has to wake up around 4 AM in the morning for work. He has 2 alarms. One is at 4:30, the other is 4:35. I questioned why he had them so close together, and he said, it just helps me. This morning I pieced together what he's been doing every morning since he started this job 2 months ago. The first alarm is solely his warning signal, and he uses it to get 5 minutes of hugging me every morning. Every morning. This poor guy is tired as duck every day, but he makes sure that every morning before work he cuddles me for at least 5 minutes. Some days I don't get woken up by him, and it's sweet to think that no matter what, he makes the time to be affectionate to me before he leaves. I adore him. I think my husband sets his first alarm to jack off before work. Would you choose flight or invisibility? Turn invisible. Fly to Paris. Beat a mime to death. Best show of his life. My closest cousin, the closest thing I have to a sibling, has officially confirmed I won't be her maid of honor cause I'm just too fat for a maid of honor role. Have to lose some weight before December or no maid of honor duties for me. I shan't be attending the wedding. I feel like she dodged a bullet. If she could dodge bullets, one could infer that she'd be the maid of honor. Lamest excuse the world has ever seen. Woman gives birth to a black child and blames her husband for drinking too much coffee. Excuse. -1000. Plot twist. He only drank white coffee. Too long, didn't read. I accidentally opened a porn video on the TV in front of my 9-year-old son. And this was the exact moment little Braden lost interest in video games and found interest in data recovery. These are the type of police that help the world. In 1998 a fire broke out and a 5-year-old girl was left unconscious from the fumes. A fireman handed her to a police officer who performed CPR and saved her life. In 2016 she graduated with honors from college and that same officer attended her graduation. Yeah, it'll be nice when the Uvalde cops attend the graduations of... oh, never mind. I've had this in my head ever since I was a kid. Guy runs up to a second guy eating a bagel and says, hey, did you know that you are what you eat? The second guy instantly becomes a bagel with a pop noise and falls to the floor. What if he doesn't turns into anything and stays human? She really loved her cat, now they'll always be together. Woman spends £4,000 on having her cat stuffed. 4 grand. Shoulder took it to build a bear, it's only 30 quid. Shouted it afterwards instead. Thanks for not screaming it's morbid time before cramming. I know that took restraint. I save that phrase for now. Asked me to roleplay as Anise and demanded I insult her with ever increasingly anti-Jewish slurs, then at one point suddenly said I'd gone too far and left and broke up with me. I wasn't even into it. She'd had to talk me into it in the first place. It is kind of ironic that you were just following orders. Boiled alive. Every man who has showered with their girlfriend has felt this already. I'm just glad there aren't any lemon-hater duckers. Found you. Everyone who sees this should be thinking about how scared that poor cow is. He just wants to live. Can you imagine being in his shoes? We live in a very inhumane world. Here's my shoes. Multiple people injured in shooting at Wisconsin cemetery during funeral. The time has come to arm our corpses. Where would you rather live? Argentina, 27%. Chile, 23%. Brazil, 50%. I chose Argentina because I want to meet my German-speaking grandfather. God bless him. Hopefully we can reunite after I get into art school. All parents hope that one day their children will become orphans. Damn, my parents must really be eager overachievers. In 2015, a woman named Joy Milne claimed she could smell Parkinson's disease. To test her, doctors gave her 12 t-shirts to smell. 6 of them were from Parkinson's patients. She correctly identified the 6 shirts, but also chose one from the control group. 8 months later, that person was diagnosed with Parkinson's. That's ducked up. She got one wrong, so as revenge she found the guy 8 months later and injected him with Parkinson's. People who have been in a coma before. What was it like? Felt a bit weird at first, but once I'd been in it for a while it was actually quite pleasant. I give the experience an 8/10. Would definitely try it again. Oh shut. My bad. I thought the question said coma patient. Disregard previous comment. Found this in a history textbook. My man is trying to grab some booty. The Roman-tamed grab was feared across the ancient world. My grandma died playing Subway Surfers. Use a key to revive her. A ghost can be grinding on you right now, and you would never know it. Just a little spooky hump to start its day. A lot of this fan base is ducking stupid. Sadly, that's what happens when the fan base is a good percentage kids. That's why I support Darth Vader. My GTA lawyer in court when he realizes that I have committed genocide and acts of terror on 70 children with 780 counts of vehicular manslaughter. Hey wait, there is no children in GTA. OP getting confused between his personal life and GTA. When I was 14, me and my friend bullied a 12-year-old Chinese girl who lived on our street for a few days, and she told her mom. Her mom and the girl came over to the house and her mom demanded I apologize for calling her a recess slur and for shoving her onto the ground. The girl said she wanted to spank me after I apologized, and my mom made me take my jeans and underwear off, and the girl spanked me. This is a Jack in the Box. Considering they did the other season though it and still doesn't hurt the real final season, I don't care if they do a movie because I'm sure it'll be entertaining. Bro, you need some punctuation. I'm a 15-year-old girl, I'm not your bro. Then you should know what a period is by now. Airplane. Hit slight turbulence. Me deciding which passenger to eat first after we crash. Women and children first. Is that how that works? Who are all the Jedi who talks to Rey? Short answer, no one. She's schizophrenic and not a Jedi. Bee Gees. Stayin' Alive. Official music video. The uncooked lobsters in the kitchen while Titanic was sinking. Sigma males are back. If being mysterious doesn't work on the ladies, then explain the 12 restraining orders I got. I know they're playing hard to get. I once had a girlfriend that would want me to surprise her by waking her up on some random nights by snacking her toes. Hey, guaranteed slacks. Buy a Bluetooth speaker. Record yourself saying something like, "Did you say something?" Place it in the opposite room. Snack toes until she is awake. Play audio over Bluetooth. You are now the boogeyman. That is deliciously evil. Chef faints after tasting Gordon Ramsay's food when the secret ingredient is arsenic. The reason the reverse cowgirl position isn't allowed in Alabama is because you're never supposed to turn your back on family. When it turns 0 hours the 1st of June, every brand's website and logos, to sensually identify as South African. Seductively opened some Omar asks, "Talk foreign to me. Humsook my worsie lifeling." Can I take pics in your bathroom? Yes, you can take pics anywhere, in fact I'm a bathroom. Oh, you're the toilet, huh? Okay, come there then. I'm a black gay guy and I can personally say that Obama did nothing for me. My life only changed a little bit, and it was for the worse. Relax guys. He's still browning. Soon enough he'll get there. Just needs another 35 to 45 minutes. I'll always remember grandpa's last words. My grandpas were, "Hey, what are you doing with that shuffle?" Mine were, "Stop shaking the ladder, you little shut." It's sad that we had men fight for their country for freedom, and this is how they treat freedom. RIP soldiers, shine in heaven. And many more people. RIP my grandpa who abased 120 women in Vietnam. Well, it's in the US. Youngling Slayer is probably accurate.